Down in the farm country of Tennessee, a Ford 8N was a pretty common sight back in 1952, but Jimmy Deakins from right here in Tennessee, your Ford 8N is not all that common, is it?
No, not really. It's a little, probably one of a kind.
What makes it different?
I guess the Cadillac engine.
Now wait a second, Cadillac engine in a Ford 8N.
Yeah, I went looking for a flathead Ford to put in one, and I couldn't find it, but I found the Cadillac instead. I didn't even know Cadillac made a flathead till I ran across one at a junkyard.
And what is it that made you want to do that?
Well, some friends of mine were converting the 8Ns to the flathead Fords, and I thought, well, that's what I want to do too. But I run across the Cadillac engine, and I thought, well, I'll just do it the Cadillac.
Now back in the 1950s, they did do funk conversions and kind of put a beefier engine in a lot of Ford 8Ns. But this one is really your own design, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, like I said, one of a kind around here. I don't know if anybody else has put a Cadillac in one or not.
What kind of modifications did you have to do to the tractor to make that engine work?
Oh, well, I went through the tractor and redid everything on it, but I made sure the front spindles were good because of the heavier load, and I redid the steering box, all new gears and stuff, because I knew it'd be a little hard to steer with that weight. And then I extended the frame and the hood and all the sides and everything 7 inches, I think. And then the hood was going to be a problem, I thought, for the distributor, but the distributor kept just barely touches the hood, but it's okay. It's not keeping the hood from going down. And I made the hood to tilt up so I could get to the carburetor and everything. And then I put a Pierce governor on it. I didn't want it to be too fast.
So when you're driving the Fordillac, I think you named it the Fordillac, right?
A guy in Indiana named it that. He came to our show one year and he said, you need to call that a Fordillac. And so I had the tag made.
Made a sign to call it the Fordillac. So it's a Ford 8N, 1952 model with a 1947 Cadillac flathead engine. So what's it like when you're driving that machine?
Oh, it feels so powerful compared to a regular tractor. It has got the power, and I've never tried to plow or anything with it because I don't want to have to clean it up. I keep it in the basement where it's real clean down there, so I didn't even clean it up before the show this year.
It was just good to go.
Yeah, good to go.
So when you take the Ford 8N with the Cadillac engine to a tractor show like the one here in Gray, Tennessee, what do people say?
Oh, they can't. A lot of people like me had never seen a Cadillac flathead engine, and it didn't really have the Cadillac emblems on it. I got them out of a junkyard in California. I found them on eBay, and I had them re-chromed, and I machined a piece to put them on and put them on the engine because people thought it was a flathead Ford. And I wanted to let them know, no, it's a Cadillac. So I put the Cadillac emblems on the side of it.
So you spent your career as a machinist. When you take a project like this on, does it kind of feed your soul a little bit to do something that maybe nobody else has ever done?
Yeah, it sure does. And it took me about 3 years. I've put all the motor and the adapters and everything together to make sure everything was going to work. And then I tore it back down and painted it. So yeah, it was a labor-intensive job, I tell you.
Back in the day when you were growing up, watching all the farmers around your part of the country, did you see a lot of Ford 8Ns out here in Tennessee?
Oh, yeah. My dad had a TO-30 Ferguson. That's what we farm with. We first had a 2N, then he got a 30 Ferguson, which was a real upgrade to a 2N. And then we got a 2010 John Deere, but the 30 Ferguson and the 8Ns, they still hung around. They're still around. People mowing their fields and stuff with them with a rear mower. They're still being used.
Yeah, Ford, do you think they got some things right with the 8N?
Oh yeah, it was a great tractor. It was better because the 3-point lift. a John Deere, and all of them didn't have that back in the 50s. Till, well, they developed one, but it wasn't as good as the Ford 3-point.
And now when you're driving this Ford 8N with all that Cadillac power underneath the hood, if you want to get somewhere in a hurry, can you do it?
Oh yeah, like we used to have a little store where I'd go get gas close to my house, and I'd get out and go out and fill it up. And I'd say around 50 mile an hour is about what I was running. But with the new spindles and all the new steering parts and everything, it drove good. No shimmy or nothing.
And when you get up to 50 on a Ford 8N, it might be about as fast as you want to go, I think,
Yeah,
right?
You got to turn your hat backwards, or your hat's going to come off.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for sharing the story of this very cool Ford 8N with the Cadillac engine.
Oh, you're welcome. Glad you're taking pictures of it.
All right, Jimmy Deakins from right here in Tennessee. He's a master machinist, and who knows what he's going to come up with next, but his Ford 8N is a real prize right now. Hey, thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel right here on YouTube. You can also find even more videos and branded merchandise over on our website, ClassicTractorsTV.com. Now don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button.